So last time, we climbed a tower. It was some really good actual D&D stuff where we were like basically in a dungeon, except the dungeon goes up. That's a good way to describe towers, right? It's a dungeon that goes up.
Yeah, they're dungeons that go up.
Yeah. So everybody, we fought some gargoyle guards who weren't actually gargoyles. We have we think a nice yet somewhat dim lich, kind of following us around. We ditched the big guy. You know his name, William. You guys called him Bill, but let's see what else happened. We found a bunch of orbs, is the best way to describe them. Floating orbs that just kind of floated around, and when you grabbed them, you regained your memories. And if everyone could just give like a 2-second recap of what their memory was. Zuke was a mage that did parlor tricks for birthday parties.
Kernix was a tribesman whose tribe got wiped out by a dragon, and now his life's mission is to bring justice to all dragonkind.
My character found out that he had a family.
And Cedric decided not to remember his memories because he didn't want to. Hey everybody, welcome to RPG Roulette, the RPG show where everybody's the game master and the story takes twists and turns. Still workshopping the tagline. But this week is going to be our final week of this story we've been doing, and our game master is going to be none other than the lovely Luke Howard.
Hello, I'm Luke. So, you all, your party of nincompoops, walks up to a large door. You've ascended the tower. 3 out of 4 of you, well, 3 out of 4 of the players have regained their memories, and each, the memories were of varying, I guess, importance. Some were really great, like some people remembered that they are, trying to redeem and bring justice to entire peoples. Some other people had families, people they love, and then some people didn't have a whole lot and their outlook was kind of bleak. But as you approach this door, and as Zuke caught up to everyone, Zuke walks up and you all asked, remember, what did you see? And Zuke tells them that he was the most powerful illusion mage to ever walk the earth. And that's what he said. That's what you know from him. So, yeah, he lied. He lied to all of you, as he's wont to do. But you're at this door. So what do you do?
So we're gonna... Okay, wait. We got our memories, or you guys got your memories back. Do we still want to kill this guy? What's going on here?
Oh, I want to kill this guy.
I mean, we come this far, so, if we turn back, I think we ought to kill him.
Let's finish what we started, brothers.
All right, after you.
Oh, wait. Job, do we know whether or not this is a guy? It's been so long, I don't really remember.
How long has it been?
It's been a while.
All right, well, let's kill him or her.
Or it.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be a polite gentleman. I'm going to knock on this door here.
Hello?
Is anybody home?
No.
Guys, there's nobody home. We should go. There's nobody here. We should leave now.
I turn around and walk away.
Wait, don't you think it's suspicious that they said no one's home?
Not at all. There's nobody home. They told us there's nobody here. And he starts following good old down the stairs with him.
Really? I mean, I just said, okay. I'm not gonna follow them because I have no good reason. Well, actually, no, Cedric would. He doesn't want to be here. That's his whole character. That's the character I made. Someone who doesn't want to be here.
a surprise. You're just never going to find out anything about the necromancer in this podcast.
Wait, everyone, please. Look, there's a person behind that door that for some reason stole all of our memories. Don't you think that we should at least ask them why he did it?
Good point.
You're making sense, little guy. Yes, little one. He walks back up and is standing at the door again.
Open the door. Let's not spend 25 minutes opening a door like we did climbing over a wall. Cedric does it then. He says, okay, well, if nobody else is going to do this, and he goes to open the door.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Absolutely. That is a 6 plus -1. That's a 5.
Yeah, so Cedric walks up and he's like pushing against the door, he's pushing against it, and he just can't seem to budge it. He can't open it.
Well, I tried, okay?
I want to kick the door open.
Okay, give me a strength check.
It's going to be a 17.
Yeah, so you kick it, and it just kind of, like, creaks open.
Show off.
You know how I do.
Well done, Tom. So are y'all going in?
Yes.
Kernix is going to burst into the room. I am Kernix of Dracaris. Who's in here?
So you burst into the room, and you yell that. And sitting in front of you is essentially a bathtub. You see a person like half submerged, like really like up to their like belly button, and they're like sitting upright in the tub. It is a high elf.
How high?
That much you can see. Not very. He's pretty aware right now. But yeah, he's just sitting upright in this tub. Give me a perception check, Kernix, to see what else you can see.
That is a hefty 12.
A 12. So with a 12, you can see that inside the bathtub is the liquid is red.
I cover my eyes.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am Kernix of Dracaris, and I am here to talk to you.
To me?
He says,
do you know who I am?
Not at all. That's why I'm here to talk to you.
What do you want to talk? Can you turn around while I put something on?
He slowly turns around, like all the way, like back completely to him.
You don't see what he's doing. Do I see you turn around too?
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining that like Kernix is kind of blocking the doorway, so we haven't actually seen in there.
Yeah, so he gets out of the tub and he like walks to the other side of the room basically, puts on like a robe, and just tightens it and walks back. What are you all doing here?
Well, I don't quite remember, and that's why I'm here to talk to you. We lost all of our memories and we think you did it.
Oh, yes, no, I did. I did that. I did take your memory.
Why?
Well, why does anyone ever do anything?
Good point. I seem very satisfied.
Well, that's really gonna do it for you. It's just why does he answer your question with a question, and you're fine with that?
Yes.
I'm gonna step in here now. I'm gonna kind of like squeeze in by Kernix. I go, hey there, I'm Cedric.
Oh, hello, Cedric.
Hey, are you the one they call necromancer or necromancer according to this dude?
Oh yes, no, that's me,
So
necromancer.
You're the one who like put us in that maze, the labyrinth, and then made us kill those people?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't make you kill those people. You killed those people.
Oh, yeah,
right?
There was a big voice that said, kill those people, so we did it. So I guess you didn't make us.
now that you mention that, yes, there was a voice.
So, are you evil?
Well, now that's an interesting question. Am I evil? He walks over to, there's a bookshelf on the left side of the room. And he walks over there and he starts just kind of like looking at the different books on the shelves. And he pulls one down and he just kind of he opens it to a random page and just kind of looks at it. Am I evil? Now that really depends on, I guess, where you're coming from. I mean, how would you describe yourselves?
Well, I didn't actually get my memories back, so I have no idea. Take it away, everybody else.
How do you describe yourself currently?
I'm about 6 feet tall. I've got these daggers. I can sneak around. Yeah, that's about it.
Is that evil?
As Cedric is saying these things, I'm going to be walking towards the bathtub and sniffing around it, trying to dip my hand in the red stuff too, just as a little side thing. I'm touching the red stuff in the tub.
Yeah. So I guess roll an insight check.
That would be flat 13.
13. So with the 13, you can tell that this is blood. It was
Cool.
a tub full of blood.
Continue, Cedric. Sorry, interrupted you.
What you doing over there?
This is, he was in a tub of blood.
Oh, yes, it's just my weekly bloodbath.
Okay, no, I think that's what I categorize evil as, like bloodbaths. Yeah, that.
Is it your blood, my guy?
No, heavens no, it's not my blood.
Oh, that's good, because that's a lot of blood.
Why would I bathe in my own blood?
Well, I mean, it's better than someone else's blood, maybe?
Tom, I think it's not as good. That means he got blood from someone else to put into the tub. Also, this is Tom.
Hey,
Well, hello, Tom.
hey, what was your name again?
Necromancer.
Nice name. I'm gonna call you Nick.
Well, that's not my name, though. It's Necromancer.
Sure thing, Nick.
Zuke is just staring at him in disbelief, and then he looks over at Job, and he's just like, "So was that like a bit you were doing? Like, did you know that his name was actually Necromancer?" Well, that's just how he described himself to me. Yeah. Okay.
Can we get a huddle over here? Excuse me. Just excuse us, Mr. Necromancer. We're just gonna have a little huddle over here. Is that good?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Hey everybody. How's it going? I'm glad to be here with all of you, I think. Are we gonna kill this guy?
Well, now that I have my memories back, I remember my mama always told me people that bathe in blood are bad. So he checks all the boxes for being bad.
Yeah. Thoughts, Kernix?
I'm still confused as to why he took our memories, but I think the blood is a good indicator of stabby killing him.
Zuke?
Well, I would like to figure out what he's doing before we kill him, just to satisfy my own curiosity. But yeah, I think that we also should kill him.
Okay. Good to know we're on the same page here. I guess I wouldn't mind killing him, maybe? Mr. Necromancer. Hello. I raise my hand.
Yes, hello.
Hi. Well, why'd you do it? Why'd you do all this? Why are we here? I talked to some goblin dude downstairs who said you were gathering, like, strong people for something?
Yes, well, so I gather the strong people because they are strong.
Mm-hmm.
What attracts you to a person?
High cheekbones. Okay.
And he caresses his own face. Because he's high elf, and they have high cheekbones. And he's like, interesting. What are some other things that attract you to people?
The tenderness of a hand.
Okay, interesting. What else?
I am attracted to most people that are attractive.
Good one, Tom.
And I just like them to be shorter than me. Well, see, that's very interesting, because what I know about all of you is that you all like and are attracted to people who kill each other. That is why you all were in the stands that day. You see, I've been producing this arena. And through this arena, well, I guess any good arena needs people to fight. And basically what I've been doing is I get the people who like to come and watch people fight. And, I mean, people who like to come and watch other people fight. I mean, you wouldn't exactly call them the pillars of people. They're not the best people. And so, I thought to myself, well, if I were to gather these people and then from these people build a pool of fighters to fight each other, then what would happen? Well, I would get the best of the best, right? And as you know, my name is Necromancer, but I also happen to be a necromancer. It was sort of I don't know who was in charge of that, Fate or myself. But anyway, so basically what I've been doing is I've been taking people and erasing their memory. Well, not erasing. I've been taking their memories, and I've been hoarding them. And what I'm doing is learning. I'm learning about everyone that comes to these arenas, to these matches. Everyone who I take, I'm learning about them. And through all of this knowledge, I'm learning a lot about humans, about elves, about orcs, about all of these people. It's really, really fascinating.
So you're just learning.
Well, yes, I'm learning, and then, I mean, I do have plans to take over the entire continent, but that's neither here nor there.
There we go.
Well, because, I mean, I learn a lot about people, so I know their weaknesses. And then, I don't really have much use of their bodies after their memories are taken, so I put them in the arena, and the ones who end up being the strongest, I put in the maze. And if they survive the maze, then I take them and I tear them apart, and I build giant monsters for a giant meat monster army. I mean, it works. It's very efficient, really.
Okay, cool. Huddle,
Cedric?
everybody? Oh, yeah, what's up?
I think this is the time now where we kill him.
Okay, yeah. Same page. That's what I was thinking. I just got daggers. Anybody else want to start this off? Excuse me, Mr. Necromancer again?
Yes, of course.
So you're like magic, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Being a necromancer, can you only do magic on dead people, or could you do more?
I mean, what do you mean? Can I only do magic on dead people?
I'm not a magic man. I don't understand all this.
Well,
I mean, I can do magic on anyone.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so he can do magic on anyone. So I vote a magic person starts this off.
Agreed.
Guys, this might be a surprise, but I know magic, and I wink at both of you.
At the same time, do you
both of you being?
I was thinking the two non-magic users, but I don't actually know if Noah's character knows magic or not.
Noah's character does know magic.
Yeah, I'm a paladin, so I technically do know a little bit of magic. Yes.
I think it'd be better if Tom winked at Kernix and Zuke.
I agree.
Just kind of keep with this theme of Cedric doesn't know magic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I retroactively make that canon.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you all are in this huddle, right? You're talking to each other about your plan to murder this necromancer, and
in the same room that we're in, yes.
In the same room, and he's been looking through this book, and you hear from your huddle, he goes, "Oh, yes, there it is." And then you see him wave his hand around a little bit and say some words that are, at this point, incoherent to you. And 4 gargoyle guards you see rise out of the pool of blood and just kind of like clamber over the side and roll initiative.
Ooh, that is an 18.
9.
15.
First up, Cedric. Cedric, you see these 4 beings just kind of clambering out of the bathtub, out of the blood bath. What do you do?
I see this and I go, daggers. And I pull my daggers out, and I run at him for a melee. Oh gosh, I combine melee and dagger. Melee dagger attack.
Dele.
Yeah, dele, the fine art of melee daggers. That is a 8 plus 7, a 15.
15, that hits.
Wonderful. That will be 7 damage to the closest one of the gargoyle guards that has come from the blood.
We'll call the closest one to you number 1.
Okay.
They're mainly just hulking masses of blood and viscera now, so we won't give them names.
Wonderful.
After all, that's what all of us are. So.
True.
It's true.
Wow. So true.
Sorry, you said 7 damage?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't do math right now.
That might be important.
I mean, a little. It's a little important. Okay. So is that you? And you just have 1 attack, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Unless,
All right.
wait, is there another one within 5 feet of him?
Oh, yes. They all clambered out outside of the bathtub.
Then I don't need advantage if they're within 5 feet. Then I can roll a sneak attack on the other one.
Okay. So in that case, what you do is you kind of run up and you do a slashing motion at him, and then with your other dagger, you kind of like do a turn and like stab the other one. And then how much damage did you say you did?
That one is a 6.
Okay. All right, Tom. You just saw Cedric run up and attack 2 of the hulking masses. What do you do?
So, like, in relation to, like, where the necromancer is, like, are the guards? I'm assuming they're, like, in between us and him.
Yeah. Well, he's like at a bookshelf off to the left-hand side of the room. So you're looking into the room. There's a big bathtub in the middle, and then off to the left, he's standing at a bookshelf.
Okay. I think that I'm gonna kind of like stare at the like necromancer for a couple of seconds because I think Tom wants to attack him, but he also like once he sees Cedric attacking the guards, he wants to go help his friend. So he's gonna run up and slash at the first guard Cedric attacked with his scimitar.
Okay, roll me d20.
That's gonna be a 19.
Yep, that hits.
Heck yeah. And that's gonna be 12 damage. Heck yeah.
Ooh,
Nice.
boy. I would say he looks bloodied, but he was already bloody. All right, so you ran up, and after seeing Cedric do some damage, you were like, "Hey, I could do that." So you ran up and you attacked the first guard that he attacked. You ended up doing some sizable damage on him. And so next, you from the corner, you hear Necro, and you see him like moving his hand and moving his lips, and he begins to cast a spell.
Don't you hate it when guys cast spells?
What you see is from the blood, or it seems like from the blood begins bubbling after the four guards had climbed out of it, and it starts bubbling. And as the bubbles pop, it's releasing little clouds of gas that spread in a 20-foot radius around the tub. It's like a green gas.
So how far into the room is that? How wide is this room?
So the room is probably 80 feet in diameter. Like
Okay.
it's the top of the tower, and it's a pretty big room. I said 80 feet. I don't know exactly how big that is. I think it's pretty big.
Sounds big.
So anyway, the tub was like right in the middle.
Okay.
So if you're on the edge of the room, you're not in the.
So those of us in there, do we need to do anything?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So as the gas begins bubbling out of the cauldron, out of the tub, Kernix, what are you going to do? You just see the fog kind of envelop your friends. What do you do?
Kernix sees the fog envelop and kind of panics, but turns his attention towards Necromancer. He screams, "For Bahamut!" Points his battle axe at him and casts Hunter's Mark, which now gives me the ability to deal an extra 1d6 damage on him as a bonus action. Then I'm going to run forward with my battle axe and take a swing at him.
Take a swing on. Okay. Roll a d20.
That would be a 21 to hit.
21, that hits.
Awesome.
Cool.
And so that will deal him, that is 11 damage to him. So I take that swing, and then I'm going to use my extra attack and tank another swing at this dude. Shoot, dang, 19 to hit?
19 to hit, yeah, that hits.
Awesome. And that's another 11 damage.
Wow, heavy hitter over here. At that point, so Kernix just ran over and started whacking at Necro, and Zuke looks up and he goes, "Oh, good, my time to shine!" And he casts Firebolt at one of the bloody masses. So Zuke's gonna fire into the fog. He can see some silhouettes of some people who he assumes are guards. So he's gonna fire into that, and he's firing Firebolt, which does. Sorry, 1 second. I got a lot of stuff to keep track of in here. Firebolt, but it's a 2d10. Okay, so he's gonna. He does 5 damage to guard number 1.
Guard number 1, is that the one that was...
That's the one that is hurt pretty badly.
Okay.
As far as you can tell. Okay, so then, after firing off a bolt of fire into the gas, the gargoyles get their turn.
Right.
So, the one that just got hit with a firebolt lurches back a little bit, but then he comes at you. And you see that through the fog, like you see them like reaching into the cauldron, and they're pulling out these, you don't even know how they fit in there, but they're pulling out these pikes that seem to be made of bone. And the first one makes an attack on Cedric. He does not hit.
Wonderful.
The second one, that Cedric also wounded, makes an attack on Cedric. That's a natural 20.
Yep.
Oh.
That'll do it.
So that hits you for 9 damage, but we're going to double that because it's a 20, so it's going to be 18 damage.
Okay.
All right. Next, guard number 3 is going to go after Tom.
Bring it.
Does a 15 hit?
That'll just do it.
Okay, awesome. Well, maybe not for you. That's going to hit you for 5 damage. 5 piercing damage.
All right.
That's so much better than 19.
Yeah. All right, so next, guard number 4 is also going to attack Tom because he happens to be right there. That's going to be a 19. It's going to hit. He's going to do 5 damage. Okay.
Fair enough.
So, Cedric, you just took a hefty hit.
Yes.
How did you react to that hit?
So, yeah, the gas kind of came everywhere. The fireball went over me, then I got stabbed, and it took out half my health. So I'm going to get the heck out of there. I'm going to run out closer to the edge of the room and try to get out.
Okay, before you run, can you do a Constitution saving throw?
I sure can. It's a 16.
Yeah, you take another 9 damage.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just failed that Constitution saving throw,
With
and
a 16?
you are...
Jeez.
Yeah, it's really bad. And where are you running in the room?
Probably just like so out of the 20-foot diameter towards the wall, not towards the necromancer. Probably he's in the left of the room, probably to the right of the room.
Okay. So you kind of do a cool roll type thing because you're a rogue, so you like do a roll. So you roll out of the way. You make it past the edge of the fog cloud out of the poison. So I'm just gonna call out your action. I didn't
fair.
let them make an attack of opportunity on you because they're mindless zombies and they don't understand how to. They just know that you were there and then you were gone. So Cedric rolls out of the way. Tom, you're left in the fog cloud with these zombies. I'm gonna need you, or I don't even know. They're hulking masses. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
This is gonna be a 12, which probably won't do it.
No, it will not. So you take 6 damage.
Okay. So they're still near me, correct?
Yes. Yeah, they're near you.
I'm gonna cast Flame Blade.
Ooh.
All right. And that's going to be a 18. So will that hit?
18 will hit.
Heck yeah.
Which one are you attacking? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I want to attack 4.
4, okay.
Because this is going to be some pretty good damage, and he hasn't been hit yet, so I want to get him roughed up. 5, 10, 11. That's going to be 16 damage.
Again, I would say he looks bloodied, but they're just made of blood. All right, so Tom did a pretty big hit on GG number 4. So next we see, I guess if this were a TV show, the camera would shift. We would see Kernix having just attacked Necro, and Necro is going to, he had his eyes closed because he was focusing. He opens his eyes once he gets hit. And he's actually going to stop casting that spell that he was casting. And he's going to shoot you with a Ray of Frost.
No.
Let's see here. So that's going to be 1d20. That's a natural 20. All right, so he's going to do 26 damage to Kernix.
Dang.
Natural 20.
Feeling it.
Natural
If I got hit by that, I would be dead.
Let's hope you don't.
It's a good thing I am a paladin and have a hefty boy over here, so I'm hurt, but not that bad.
Yeah. So he does that. He stops casting the cloud, so the poison disappears. But Kernix, you just took a hefty hit from this robed high elf. What are you gonna do?
Shivering slightly, because I'm now very frosty, I'm going to scream, "Bahamut, take you to hell!" And I'm going to swing for another hit with my axe, and that is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. So I forgot to do this with my last hits, but because of my Hunter's Mark, I also get 1d6 on top of my 1d8 of the battle axe.
Yeah.
Oh, but that one did 9 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use my extra attack and swing again. And that will be 23 to hit. So
That hits.
I'm going to roll again. And that will deal him 15 damage. And if that doesn't kill him, I'm going to do something else.
It did not kill him.
Cool. So as soon as I hit him again, I'm going to say, "With the power of Bahamut!" And I'm going to burn a second level spell slot to use Divine Smite on this dude. And so I will now roll 3d8 with radiant damage. 7, 12. That'll be 16 more radiant damage to him.
Good grief.
Did you just do 3 attack?
I essentially did, yes.
All right, guys, let's go home. Kernix has this covered.
You're telling me.
Okay. So Kernix, you were just wailing into Necromancer. And out of the corner of your eye, you see a little person running toward you, and the pitter patter of his little feet. And Zuke is going to move as far as he can, and he's going to, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. He feels wait. Yeah, he's gonna cast Ray of Frost as well. Because he can. Alright, Ray of Frost. Here we go. Wait, where'd my D20 go? That's a 19 plus 5 to hit, so he's gonna hit, and that's gonna do, he does 2d8 damage. So he does another 9 damage to Necromancer.
Let's go. We're wailing this dude, man.
So what's gonna happen is the GGs are gonna get their turn. So GG number 1. Tom, being the only person left in there, is going to... actually, GG's number 1 and 2 are going to start like moving their way toward Zuke and Kernix. And Gargoyle Guard number 1 is going to swipe at Zuke. That's a natural 20.
Good grief, dude. You are rolling so well.
I really am. I don't know why. Like, every time I've rolled a 20, my eyebrows have shot up onto my forehead. Like, just like, what?
That's 3 in a row. Dang.
I know. These dice, man. They're being good to me today.
Did.
Well, good and bad, because Zuke is also my character. So that's going to be a pike melee attack. I just realized that these guys have multi-attack. I don't know if I should utilize that. I won't.
Thanks.
That's too much. They're zombies. They don't know how to... They don't know how to multi-attack. They're focused on one thing and one thing only. Zuke's going to take 10 damage. Double that, though. 20.
Holy crap.
Next, Gargoyle Guard number 2 is going to swipe at Kernix. So Kernix is going to roll.
Bring it.
You guys are not going to believe this. I just rolled another d20.
No.
Impossible.
Here, okay. I will roll a different d20. I'm putting that one up. I have another one right here. I'll roll this one. That's insane.
That one's weighted.
That's like 5 d20s in like a 45-minute period. I don't understand what's going on.
I think that's more natural 20s. Like, I've never even rolled that many in the entire time I've ever played.
Hey, me neither. Okay, that was a 7. So he swings at you and he misses. Because that's a 7. What plus 4? I doubt that hits. It's like yeah, you're good. Okay, so 2 of the Gargoyle Guards attacked them. The other 2 are going to be attacking Tom. So Gargoyle Guard number 3 attacks Tom. That's an 8 plus 4. What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. He swings and misses. And then number 4 rolled a 1. So he swings, and he's being just a mass of blood, a necromancer's puppet. He doesn't really have good sense of awareness of who all is around him. So he takes the pike back and like tries to swing it at you, and he misses you. So the pike end is kind of like, it's sharp and flat, so it's kind of like a spear, I guess. But he misses you with the pike, and instead hits the other guy in the head. And the other guy is going to take 1d10 plus 2 damage. So he takes 9 damage. Let's go back to Cedric. Cedric, you just, being on the other side of the room, you just saw all of that. You saw Tom getting attacked. You saw Zuke and Kernix getting attacked, but you also saw the really heavy hit on Necromancer.
Yes. So the one thing I have in my arsenal that these guys don't is a bow. So I'm going to try to stay over here and shoot from a distance. I think that... Well, tell me, is there too much in between me and Necromancer to try to hit him? Because I have a feeling if we get him, these guards are gonna, become just regular blood again.
Yeah, so the guards and Tom are in between you and Necromancer.
In that case, I'm going to try to hit the guard that just got whammied in the head, hoping that he can't, dodge because of that. And that's going to be that's an 18 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll say this. So the pike kind of got lodged in that guy's head a little bit, or like where his head should be. And so the other one was trying to like pull it out, and so that caused them to stay still for just a couple seconds. But it was enough time for you to land a hit.
Awesome. It's 9 damage.
And did you hit on the one that just attacked the other, or the one that got attacked?
The one that got attacked.
Another 9 damage.
That guy is pretty bloodied, if you know what I mean.
Ooh,
he really is.
Third time's the charm.
Pretty bloodied. All right, up next. So Cedric just lodged an arrow into one of their skulls. Tom, you see it get hit. What do you do?
I want to try and finish him off with my scimitar. Because he's close to me. I rolled a 17.
That hits.
Heck yeah. That's going to be 6 damage.
On which one, 3 or 4?
3.
All right. So Tom, as you were kind of whittling away at these gargoyle guards, we turn back to Necro. And Necro pulls up both of his hands, and he's looking at Kernix with at this point hatred. At first, he was just kind of like, I gotta kill these guys. But now he's like, I hate these guys. They're actually really dangerous to me. So he's gonna cast. I guess all you see is him moving his fingers a little bit. But then Kernix, you start to hear crinkling all around you, like ting, 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 and it starts getting heftier and heftier. And give me a dexterity saving throw.
Will do. That is an 18.
You passed. Okay, you take 14 damage.
Dang.
And Zuke also is going to roll a dexterity saving. He rolled a 10, so he failed that. He's going to take 15 damage.
Shoot. I dodged a bullet there. Good lord.
Honestly, Zuke rolled pretty low, the damage that I rolled for Zuke was pretty low.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, that probably would have killed me if I hadn't dodged that.
So these shards of ice come tumbling down from the ground, and what happens, Kernix, is you get like kind of pierced by just a few of these falling pieces of ice and a hard rock, or I guess it's rock hard ice. So it pounds down and also slashes you a little bit, and it does the same to Zuke, and you take cold damage. And so what's going to happen is your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Gotcha.
All right, so next is... Where are we? Oh, I guess, Kernix, it's your turn. So you've just gotten hit by all of this ice. What are you doing?
I'm going to use my action to lay on hands. So I'm going to kind of step over to Zuke and touch him and start healing him up. And I'm going to give him 10 HP back with my healy magic.
Oh, that hits the spot. Thanks, big friend.
Of course, little one. Then I don't think I have any other bonus actions, so I'm just going to snarl menacingly at this necromancer.
He notices the snarl. All right, next up, Zuke. So he just said, thank you, and then he stands up, kind of straightens his back a little bit, and he's going to cast... we'll do another firebolt. He feels pretty cold, so like just a little bit of cold or heat in his hands. Feels pretty nice right about now. So he's going to cast firebolt. Oof. Oh yeah, that hits. Okay, so just barely hit. All right, so he does 17 damage versus Necromancer.
Holy cow.
Hey everybody, it's Keaton here, your sometimes game master and your rogue, dagger, loving Cedric. I'm popping in here to talk to you about a couple things, one of which is a new podcast called Size Doesn't Matter that I am doing with Jesse Robertson, who runs the Digital Cemetery YouTube channel, and it is a podcast exploring small content creation and kind of the joys and struggles that come along with being a small content creator, and also showcasing some other small content creators on the show. So if that sounds interesting to you, go check it out. You can find it everywhere that you listen to this show: iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all those good podcast players. And then also, if you check out Size Doesn't Matter on YouTube, we film the podcast, so that one's actually a video podcast. Another podcast that I want to talk to you about is called Roleplay Roulette, similarly named, but not the same. If you are interested in branching out from D&D, if you're a tabletop gamer and you want to maybe try out some of those other systems out there that aren't Dungeons and Dragons, check them out, because they are going through a bunch of different systems, kind of giving players an opportunity to learn what it's like to play those other systems. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can find them at Roleplay Roulette at all the same places: Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, really anywhere you listen to a podcast. That's all for the shout-outs and other podcasts. Our next episode's going to be up in 2 weeks on October 27th. That episode is a thing we're starting called Backtrack, where we are each going to go back into the episodes that we GM'd and kind of talk about how we took the ideas from other people's sessions and turned them into our sessions, and what people did that we weren't expecting based on what we kind of set up and that kind of stuff. So it should be a fun time. Give that a listen. And then also in that episode, we're going to be talking about the future direction of this podcast, which is pretty exciting. So give that a listen. That's all I got for you here. Let's get back to killing that good old necromancer. Luke, your rolls.
Man, I don't know what was going on. It's just a green D20.
That's amazing.
I wish that I had like a camera watching my dice rolls, because I guarantee you they were all legitimate.
I believe
every time it happened, I was just like, what?
Oh, that's just awesome.
I just did it again.
No.
Oh my goodness.
What? I just rolled it. I rolled that D20 again. Just now, and it just landed on 20.
Oh man.
That D20 is blessed. Back to the action. So you see Necromancer take this hit, and he like doubles over, and he looks up and just snarls. And next, it's the Gargoyle Guard. So the first one just sees him attacking the person who has given him life. Zuke, he's going to attack him. That's a 15 to hit. That hits, because he's got really little itty-bitty armor class. So he's going to take... Crap, I think it's 1d10 plus 2, is that? Yeah, that's right. Alright, that's 9 damage. Next. Gargoyle guard number 2 is going to reach out and attack Kernix, because Kernix is standing right next to Zuke. Does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
Yeah, so he misses. Alright, so those two miss, but the other two are still standing by Tom. Although the one who got an arrow has attention now on Cedric. So he's going to kind of shamble over to where Cedric is. He's able to shamble just far enough to where he's going to be able to reach you with his javelin. So he's going to throw a javelin at you.
All right.
He's got a bone javelin.
Nice.
Bone javelin.
All right. Oh, wait. He's got to roll a d20 for it. Does a 15 hit you?
It's exactly enough to hit me.
I just rolled, I just want everyone to know, I just rolled 3 11s in a row with this red dice. And their attack is +4. It was amazing.
Shoot.
Nice.
Did you say it does hit you?
Yes.
All right, so he's going to roll a d6 plus 2. So you take 6 piercing damage. So he pulls the javelin back, and you're surprised that he's able to throw it far enough to hit you. But he does, and he hits you for 6 piercing damage. Hits you
All right, he kills me dead.
All right.
Well, I'll have to do death saving throws on my next turn. Yeah. But that gets me.
You guys see Cedric go down.
No!
Gargoyle guard number 4 is going to attack Tom.
Bring it.
16.
That'll hit me.
All right. He's going to attack you with his pike. D10 plus 2. Takes 7 damage.
Okay.
All right. Now, Necro, at this point, is down on the ground snarling. He's angry now. At first, when you walked in the room, he was just kind of like aloof, and he didn't really actually care that you were here because he figured that you all would be pretty easy to kill. But he is angry now. And he's going to jump up and make a melee spell attack against Kernix.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
No!
Oh gosh.
Oh my
So
goodness! How
this
many natural 20s can you roll?
I was just
crazy.
curious, so I grabbed the green d20 again because I was like, "There's no way it'll happen again," and I rolled it, and it happened again.
That was your 7th in a row on that die. What the heck?
This is ridiculous.
I think that die
I
is
don't
broken.
understand. It's vampiric touch. You touch the shadow wreathed hand can siphon life force from others to heal your wounds. Make a melee spell attack against creature within your reach. On a hit, target takes 3d6 necrotic damage.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you take that's 18 necrotic damage.
Okay, that knocks me down to 2 below my hit points, so I am downed as well.
All right, and he gains half of that, so he gains 9 hit points.
Good grief.
All right.
This dude.
And he lets out a laugh. All right, so Kernix, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
All right. Oh, that was a 7.
All right, that's a fail. Okay.
Should I have done
Kernix?
one? Because it went straight from the gargoyles to necromancer. Should I have done a saving?
Did I not do Tom in there?
No, because the gargoyles killed me and then downed me. Then the next thing that happened was the necromancer doing all that.
Oh, I see what happened. I went and attacked. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Cedric, take one.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 5. Woo.
All right, that's a fail.
So Tom has just watched his two of his companions go down, and he's starting to kind of get afraid. Like, that wasn't something that really happened to him yet at this point. Half the time it's because he just wasn't really paying attention and then realized they were in dangerous situations. But for the first time, he's starting to kind of get scared, and I think he's gonna put his scimitar away and try and run away from the 2 guards.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to kind of get away from him.
I'm gonna try and cast Healing Word, and I want to cast it on Cedric. So he's gonna get back 7 hit points.
Hello?
Hello. So after that, Necro just used vampiric touch on Kernix. Kernix rolled a death save, and it didn't save. Zuke is going to ignore the guards that are right next to him and cast another Ray of Frost at Necromancer. It's an 18. That's going to hit. So he takes 2d8 cold. Zuke lifts his right hand, and he casts Ray of Frost on this laughing Necromancer. And Necromancer, you see his face change. He stops laughing as the cold, since Zuke is so small, it starts in his legs. The ray hits him in his legs. And you see icy white frost creeping up his body until it gets to his very extremities. And standing before you is a frozen solid necromancer.
Yeah.
And the gargoyle guards, bloody, made of viscera, just begin to disintegrate and fall to the floor. Hey, I'm gonna need someone to come over here and heal Kernix. I don't have any healing spells.
I gotcha. I go over to Kernix and I kind of like get down on one knee, and I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. He's gonna get back 6 points of health.
Tom, thank you.
No problem, my buddy.
Just then, you hear a giant crash from the back of the room. There was a giant window there just a second ago, but now standing there is William. And on William's back is Job. And Job says, "It's okay, we're here." Hey guys.
I wave.
Could have had better timing. As I stand up and pull the javelin out of me. And William is Bill, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
Zuke calls him William.
Yes. Just clarifying. So, he's dead?
I mean, he's at least frozen. I think he's dead.
But, like, if he's a necromancer, can't he bring himself back to life?
No, I don't think so. I think that, well, if he did, he would be a lich, much like our friend Job over here, but I don't think that he was prepared to do that. I don't see any, what do they call? What are those things that you call when you want to become a lich, and so you have like a little object that you put your soul into?
Job, do you know the answer to this?
It seems to be escaping my memory at the moment.
I believe it's called a lich stone.
Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, so I don't see any lich stones around here, unless we should probably drain the blood bath. Maybe it's in the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Zuke goes over and starts to push against the bathtub, and he rolls a natural 20 with the green die.
Oh my gosh!
And you see Zuke just push over the tub, and it empties out all over the floor, and it's really gross, but there's nothing in it.
Oh, boy.
Good grief.
Well,
Okay.
mission accomplished?
Kernix is gonna stand up and be like, "Ugh, Cedric, come here."
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna kind of limp over to him. He's going to lay his hand on Cedric's shoulder and use lay on hands and heal him for another 5 hit points.
Thank you. Oh.
You're welcome, my friend.
Yeah, I nod my head solemnly with deep eye connection. Well, killed the bad guy. Now what?
Well, we've got a cool tower.
I was told we were going to get an award for winning that fight in the arena.
I think at this point the award was becoming one of his meat monsters.
Yeah, I think our reward, Tom, is not being dead and inside of Bill over there.
Good enough for me.
Bill just goes,
Joe, where's the nearest tavern to this tower?
"Well, we have one on the complex, but it's not very good. There's one to the east of here. About a day's journey is the nearest town."
Cedric,
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
will you come with me to the tavern and get a drink?
That sounds nice. I'd like to get out of this place.
Let's get out of here then.
Hey, Zuke wants to come too.
No,
Oh.
I'm kidding. You can come.
Oh, okay. That was a good one. You got me there with that one. I thought that all those times that I called you Clifton, you wouldn't want me to come.
I
with
haven't
you.
forgotten.
So how are y'all gonna get there?
Bill,
That's what I was hoping.
right? Right? So
So-
we all get on top of Bill's back if we can. I assume he's big enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say y'all are all able. Bill kind of like gets down below. Tom, or down below. He leans down. Tom talks him into giving you all a ride.
With those.
And as you all mount Bill, Zuke says, "I knew your name was Cedric the whole time. I was just messing with you."
Yeah, I knew your name was Luke too.
Okay, now wait. And the sun sets as you all descend the tower and make your way east toward the nearest tavern.